If you want the ultimate comparison between Estée Lauder and Lancôme Blockbuster Holiday Kits for 2020, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am comparing, as the teaser said, two sets today. I am comparing the Lancôme Holiday Set 2020 to the Estée Lauder Blockbuster set as well for 2020 because it's the year. And I have already done an evaluation between Estée Lauder and Elizabeth Arden. If you want to see that set, I will put it right there for you. This one is a little bit different because the two sets are very similar this year, and so it's going to be a real slugfest between these two brands. Let's just talk a little bit about what is in the box, kind of category by category, and just see how it stacks up for you. And I'm going to do that right after I talk a little bit about the price for each one of these just out of the gate. The sets themselves are very close in price. The Estée Lauder is $99 Canadian and the Lancôme set is $98 Canadian. A dollar difference is really not going to make all that much difference. To give you an idea, $99 Canadian is about $75 US, just so that you get context if you are from the US or from another country and US dollars are more familiar to you. Where it gets more interesting is the amount that you have to pay in purchases in order to qualify to get the kit. For Estée Lauder, it's $150 Canadian, whereas for the Lancôme set, it's a lot less at $85 purchase. So it's about 40% less in purchasing that you need to do to get the Lancôme kit compared to the Estée Lauder kit. Now, if they were really materially different, it wouldn't be that big of a deal for Canadians. But if you're going to pick one or the other and you are price sensitive, the Lancôme set is by far a better choice based on pretty similar contents between the two kits. Now, I say that it will depend a little bit on what it is that you care about more or less between the two kits, because there are a few differences, but the overall value in the kit is relatively similar, with my hat tipping one way or the other a little bit. So let's get into what comes in the kit, category by category, comparing the two, starting with the bag that comes with each kit. On the one side, you have Estée Lauder with a very cute package. You even have the bow on it. It could be under the tree exactly like that for Christmas morning, assuming you celebrate Christmas. It is a similar construct to the case last year, but this year is red velvet. Last year was a kind of a pleather red material. It opens very much the same way, and it is offset. So you see that when you hold the handle, it's not going to be straight up because the handle is a little bit offset from the zipper. So it's not a case that would be to carry around, really. When you open it up, it is a large compartment. I can get that to work. There we go. It's a little bit floppy this year compared to last year. And it's quite a large compartment so that you can store all sorts of beauty and other products if you like. The challenge, I think, with the case this year would be to keep it clean. The pleather is a lot easier you can just wipe it off, whereas red velvet is not going to be the same kind of experience to have this kind of a package over a long period of time. And so now we compare it to the Lancôme case. And it comes in this pink case, and it also comes in a grayish black version as well. I decided to go for the pink because I don't mind, and I thought that the black would be more popular. So since I didn't mind, I went for the pink. Just my little nice thing to do for others. It does have the same kind of zipper tabs, which I really appreciate on different cases like this. And the one thing that you will notice is that the handle on this one is right in the middle and it is not offset to one side. So that is nice for carrying purposes. It is a relatively sturdy bag, and let me show you the two bags side by side. So they are a little bit different in size, but not a whole lot. Let's see here. So here is, if I can get this to work, here is the Lancome bag in front of the Estee Lauder bag. So the Estee Lauder bag is just a little bit bigger than the Lancome bag, but they are the same width. From a maintenance perspective, I talked about the velvet from the Estee Lauder. What I'm going to say on this one is this surface is very easy to wipe, but it is plastic, so I think that it would mark pretty easily. So although it is easier to keep clean, I would say that it would get damaged just like the velvet would get damaged on the Estee Lauder case. I would not hesitate though to have this as my makeup and skincare travel case. It just looks like it would be quite good for that purpose. And yeah, I do feel like this is in the luggage category, whereas this is more of a whimsical type of packaging for gift giving or to display. One additional thing to note for both of these is that all of the makeup and skincare that comes in each one of the packages shows up inside these cases. So the case is a dual purpose. It holds all of the components in a kind of a plastic tray, and that tray helps keep the shape of each one of the two bags I showed you. So it's a very nice presentation if you are doing this as a gift for both brands. Now, out of the two, I did give more points to the Lancome bag because it was more conventional, more portable than the Estee Lauder bag. But if gift giving is your focus and you want to use the red velvet bag, well then obviously the Estee Lauder would be would weigh heavier on that particular aspect. And again, the Lancome comes in pink and grayish black. Although I have heard that the grayish black was going a lot faster than the pink fuchsia bag. Now between the two brands, both brands have eyeshadow in the kit, but it's very, very different. Estee Lauder went with a Christmassy type of packaging that is not their usual packaging for their product. Their usual packaging for their product, a deep blue with gold, is much more luxe than these. This one I did mention in a previous video makes me think of Claire's makeup for a couple of different reasons. One of them is it's very, very cheap plastic, really doesn't look all that great. The pans are tiny, tiny compared to a regular eyeshadow pan. And it also has a relief, the bow is a relief on the top, so that prevents the palettes from stacking one into each other. So unless you put them, even if you do, you see how they don't stack well together, and for some folks that might be a consideration. And so it doesn't really follow the aesthetic of the Estee Lauder brand, and nor did it last year. Here is the face palette. I showed you the Glam eyeshadow palette. Let me show you the nudes. And here is the nudes palette. I'll give you a good look at the Glam as well. I don't think I did as good a job with that one. And this is the palette that I am wearing on my eyes today. I'm wearing the two purple shadows. And I'm also using one shadow for the brow bone, which is down here. So this one, and this one is what I have on my eyes today. So the packaging is quite different when it comes to the Lancome palette. The Lancome palette is nondescript. It does not have a holiday theme other than being special packaging meaning the type of palette compared to what Lancome usually has. It is very much on brand with the raised rose here in the middle. It is shiny black. That tends to be the Lancome brand. And then it opens here. And it is a little bit tough to open the palette, by the way. You can see me in my various looks struggle with it a few times. And it has a very generous mirror. It has 12 eyeshadows compared to a total of 20 for Estee Lauder. And it also has a tray underneath with 4 face products. A bronzer, a blush, and a few highlighter blush hybrids. I would say this one is more fully a highlighter, and this one can be taken either way depending on your skin tone. Now I have done 6 looks with this palette. You can find all of the looks linked in the description box, so just down there. And I have good impressions of both the Lancome eyeshadow and the Estee Lauder eyeshadow. The difference between the two palettes really is quantity. So as I said, the Estee Lauder offers 20 eyeshadows. Lancome offers 12, but the amount of product in this palette is considerably different from the 3 mini palettes from Estee Lauder. In this set, you get 23 grams of product, or 0.81 ounces. It is a lot. This is definitely a full palette. These 3 together are 16.1 grams. This one, as I mentioned, is 23 grams. So 16.1 and 23. That can make a difference if the big reason that you're getting the kit from a makeup perspective is eyeshadow and face products. So we talked about eyeshadow and face, essentially powders. Let's talk about lip products. From Lancome, you get 2 products, and of course it's going to be quantity and color that is going to help you determine which one wins out for you. You've got here a Natural Beauty, which is the one I have on right now. This is the lipstick. And let's show you the total amount here. And then there is Red Stiletto. So Natural Beauty was 126, and then Red Stiletto is 181, and that's what that looks like. And they are both full-size lipsticks. And then when we're talking about Estee Lauder, and I should say that Lancome has the emblem, the usual rose emblem on the top of the lipstick containers. They're very much kind of staying on brand. Estee Lauder has Christmas packaging, like the palettes. This is also not their usual packaging. I do like these square components. Doesn't roll around all over the place. And take this off here. They have a mirror on the side, and I'm just taking the plastic off the mirror here. And so you can reapply your lipstick in this little mirror, which is kind of nice when you're on the go. So there is a red, there's always a red in holiday sets. This is the red from Estee Lauder, and it is called the 340 Envious, and it is the Pure Envy lipstick line, and there is the Estee Lauder name on the top. And then we've got the other color, which is, it's called Knockout Nude 184 is the other color. Now let's take a look at the 2 nudes and the 2 reds side by side. So here are the 2 nudes. The Lancome is definitely brown. The Estee Lauder is more on the pink side. That may influence your choice. And then the reds, by the way, I'm not sure about the Estee Lauder, but this one was the same red as last year in one of the kits. There were 2 different kits from Lancome last year. So what we have here is, they look relatively similar. Let me just do a swatch of each here. I had done a swatch of each before, but I don't remember how close they were. Okay, yeah, now I remember, of course, seeing it. So this one on this side is the Lancome. It seems to be deeper than this one, which is the Estee Lauder. And side by side, this one looks more orange, this one looks more blue. Although I would say that this is still a blue lipstick. It's just a bluish red lipstick. It's just that next to the Lancome, it looks more blue. Next to the Lancome, pardon me, it looks more orange because Lancome is quite blue. This one is quite blue compared to this one. And since we're swatching, let's do the nudes as well. Although it shows a lot more just by looking at the lipsticks side by side. Okay. This one is the Lancome, and this one is the Estee Lauder. And again, Lancome and Estee Lauder. But for lip products, we're not done yet because the Estee Lauder has 2 more lip products. So just as the Lancome has more face powders, there are more lip products in Estee Lauder. So it just depends on what it is that you care about. And I might as well swatch these. So this is definitely a blue-red again. And this one, so this one is called Tender Trap 107, and then this other one is Flash Fire 115. And Flash Fire I am definitely partial to. What I don't like is the applicator brush. It's very stiff. I do prefer a doe foot applicator. It has gotten better, but it was really tough to apply the product the first few times, and the brush finally kind of softened up for me. So this is Flash Fire right there. Quite pretty, and a good pairing with the nude in the kit. Okay, lip products are done. Now let's go over to some more eye products. And I have a couple of products to talk about here. This is the Sumptuous Extreme from Estee Lauder, and it is the one eyelash product that comes in the kit, and the brush itself is quite large. You can see it next to my eye here, and that is the mascara I am wearing today. It is quite a large brush, and it is a luxe mascara. So is the Bi-Facil from Lancome. They're both very good products, and they both, in my opinion, behave similarly as far as mascara on the eye. The one thing, though, is that the kit from Lancome also includes the Cil Booster XL. So if you like to have more volume, the Bi-Facil is good as a defining mascara. The Cil Booster as a primer helps add volume, and so you can kind of create your own recipe as far as how you want your eyelashes to look in a given day, whether you just want to define them or whether you're going to go for definition and volume as much as you like with the primer. At least that's been my experience with those 2 products. Let me show you the primer wand if you're curious. And Lancome is known quite a bit for its mascara products. One of my top 3 mascaras, in my opinion, is the Monsieur Big. And so I'm quite partial to Lancome mascaras. One more product that is quite different between the 2 sets is Lancome does have a brush. It is double-sided, so there is a powder brush on one side and a shadow brush on the other side. Now, if you did get the Lancome kit last year, this brush tip is the same as the 2 double-ended brush from last year, but this side of the brush, this is actually last year's brush. This side of the brush is fluffier in last year's kit, which is this brush, compared to this year's kit. This year's kit, the brush is a little bit smaller than what you see here, by about a factor of maybe 25%. So they went a little cheaper on the brush, but I don't think double-ended brushes are the reason somebody would get the kit. If you're comparing it to the Arden kit, that might be more of a consideration, but because there's no brush in the Estee Lauder kit, there's nothing much for me to compare except for saying yes brush, no brush in Estee Lauder. Now, I have covered everything in the 2 kits makeup-wise and tool-wise, but I have not covered skincare yet, and that is what we are addressing next. There are a few products that are quite similar between the 2 sets. The one first off I want to mention is the Bi-Facil by Lancôme and the Estée Lauder Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. The one thing I can tell you is that this product does sting my eyes, whereas the Bi-Facil does not. I may be alone in this, but I do want to mention that because that is an experience that I can share. This one has 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 milliliters, and this one has more. It has 4.2 fluid ounces and 125 milliliters. So it's slightly bigger in the Lancome set compared to the Estée Lauder set. If I had to pick between the two, which one I prefer, obviously stinging eyes is not great, but also the ease of removing makeup, the Bi-Facil is better on both counts. Now next is skincare when it comes to actual serums and creams, and I am shocked at what happened this year. Estée Lauder is usually queen of skincare serums and eye creams and whatnot. Well, this year it definitely got dethroned by Lancôme, and that was a real shocker for me. Let me show you the difference between the two kits. This is what you get this year from Estée Lauder. So you get a full-size eye cream, which is no different from last year. You get a 30 ml of the Advanced Night Repair, so 30 ml, which 30 ml is a full size for the serum, no problem there. What was irritating to me though is that it is a 15 ml face cream. And 15 ml face cream, that's just not full size to me. 15 ml is an eye cream. This is not an eye cream. This is supposed to be a face cream. Face cream, usually a standard size is 50 milliliters. This is less than a third of that. So to me, this is a deluxe sample. It is not at all a full-size product. And based on the count on the box, the company is considering this a full-size product and is marketing it as such, which I think is false advertising. In my opinion, because that's how I interpreted it myself, I thought this was a bigger size. This is tiny. Now let's take a look at what Lancôme included. They have, as they did last year, a full-size eye cream in the Génifique line. They have a 30 ml, same as the Estée Lauder, of the Génifique regular serum. And they also have a 20 ml, or 0.67 fluid ounces, of the Light Pearl Eye and Lash Concentrate. So the serum on each side is 30 ml, same. The eye cream is 15 ml, same. The third product, definitely not the same. Definitely not the same. This is far, far, far more valuable than this one. So from a skincare perspective, both for the makeup remover and for the final skincare item, the Lancôme set wins hands down. And I do consider the Génifique line and the Advanced Night Repair line from Estée Lauder, so from Lancôme and Estée Lauder, comparable. If one's on sale compared to the other, I will go for the one that's on sale. I don't really care which one when it comes to serums. I like them both. So to have such a difference between the two sets in makeup remover and in serum, on one side an extra serum, on the other side less cream, is significant. But further still, a serum is a lot more expensive than a face cream. So the fact that this is included at 20 ml and the face cream is included at 15 ml in the Estée Lauder, the value for the Lancôme skincare is significantly more than what is included in the Estée Lauder kit. Now, when I did a valuation between Lancôme and Estée Lauder for all of the items that were included in the kit, and not even retail price, just the value that I would give to each one of the various components in the kit, the Lancome came out to be worth 3 times what I paid for it. The Estee Lauder came out to be a value of 1.7 times what I paid for it. So, I mean, that's just my evaluation, but a big part of that difference was definitely the skincare component. Because serums are very valuable, they cost a lot. So a difference in serum quantity really made a difference between the two kits. So again, if skincare is not your thing, you may have been hearing want, 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 want for the last 10 minutes. If you do care about makeup variety, Estee Lauder is definitely doing a great job there. If you care more about the Lancome aesthetics, where the holiday set items follow the brand's aesthetic that they normally have throughout the year, you may prefer the Lancome. And as far as quantity of product, the Lancome definitely has that asset hands down compared to Estee Lauder. But then again, if lip products are your thing and variety for face powders, then Estee Lauder, right? It really is a personal decision, but I hope I've given you the pros and cons of all aspects of each one of the two kits so that you can make up your own mind. And if you were intending to pick up one of those two, that at least you have a little bit more clarity about what is involved in both. So that is it. If you are not a subscriber yet and you liked the content of this video, you might want to hit that little subscribe button. That would be great. I hope you found the information useful. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear any questions or comments. If you want to write me a little note in the comments section, and I will answer and reply back as best I can. And with that, I say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.